There's a track in Mario Kart that feels different. Not just spooky, not just difficult, but cursed. Banshee Boardwalk, a lonely wooden pier suspended in a black void, no crowds, no banners, no sign of life except for bats, booze, and whatever lurks beneath the water. And that name is Banshee Boardwalk. Why would Nintendo, a company known for bright colors and family fun, literally reference an Irish death spirit? This isn't just any track. It feels like a mystery, an accident, and even a warning. Today, we're going to uncover what makes Banshee Boardwalk the strangest track in Mario Kart history. Its real-world Banshee origins, its unsettling design, and a theory that may just connect it to the darkest corners of the Mushroom Kingdom. In Irish folklore, the Banshee isn't a monster. She's not a villain you fight, she's something much worse. The Banshee is a spirit, a woman whose cries foretell death. She doesn't kill you, she warns you. When you hear her scream, someone you love is about to die. Her origins are of course debated. Some say she comes from the decaying woman, mourners hide the cry at funerals, whose grief bound them to the spirit world forever. Others claim she's a mourning mother, a woman who lost her child so tragically that her sorrow carried into death. And some believe she's one of the old Irish gods, cursed to wander the mortal world. Her cry isn't just mourning, it's a summons, calling the soul to cross over. No matter the story, the Banshee is a figure of dread. She is silence broken by grief, and that's what makes her name attached to a Mario Kart track so unusual. Now, let's have a quick look at the track itself. Banshee Boardwalk drops players onto a rotting pier in the middle of nowhere. There's no sky, only a black void. A reminder that you're racing in a place that shouldn't actually exist. The boardwalk is narrow, with no railings really to protect you from the waters below. Holes break up the path, forcing you to stay sharp or just fall. And halfway through, you pass a ruined stone building. Its walls just shattered, and its roof just completely collapsed. It's crawling with bats, and above the entrance, a strange welcome sign just hangs there, written in what looks disturbingly like blood. Booze drift across the track, blocking races at random, while from beneath the water, a giant cheap sheep leaps upward. Not just a harmless fish, but one that actually looks ready to swallow you whole. In earlier Mario games, cheap sheeps actually do try to eat Mario. And again here, that threat of course lingers. The music, well, it's a slow haunting waltz, just with some hollow percussion, and of course that eerie pipe tone. Very different from the upbeat tracks of things like Moo Moo Farm, or even Calamari Desert. This one really drags you into unease. And the name, Banshee, out of all the names Nintendo could have chosen, why connect this place to a screaming spirit of death? The result? Well, it's a track that feels pretty empty, yet alive. Dead, but kinda like waiting. It's really unlike anything else in Mario Kart. So what's the theory? What if Banshee Boardwalk isn't just a track, but the actual domain of the Banshee? Think about it. The booze drifting across the course, these could be the souls that she mourns. The bats, maybe are messengers, essentially just warning intruders. The cheap, well, that could be a guardian of the underworld, really just waiting to drag racers down below. And the boardwalk itself, maybe it's just not a bridge over water, but maybe between the living world and the dead. Even the broken planks could even symbolize a place falling apart, a structure that's really not meant for mortals to actually tread. And yet, the Mario Kart Racing League still allows races here. But why? Is it a test of courage? A way of just proving races against fear itself? Or is it something Nintendo doesn't want us to actually ever ask about? Maybe Banshee Boardwalk isn't a warning. Maybe it's just purely a trap. And once you enter, the Banshee is already waiting. This isn't the only haunted location in Mario's world though. We've raced through other places like Ghost Valley on the SNES, Boo Lake on the GBA for example, Twisted Mansion in Mario Kart 8, and hell, even Luigi's Mansion appears as a track too. But here's the difference. Those tracks are playful, theatrical, and they essentially just feel like haunted houses at a carnival. Banshee Boardwalk is just different. It's older, wilder, and in my personal opinion, it somewhat feels forgotten. What if this track is the origin point? The place where the Mushroom Kingdom's ghost just emerged from? If so, Banshee Boardwalk isn't just a racetrack. It's literally the center of every ghostly event that followed. The only word you can read in this whole void is welcome. Not a track name, not a warning, just a promise. As if the boardwalk itself is greeting you, because maybe it knows you're not getting out. Perhaps that boardwalk is a bridge between worlds, and this house is just the epicenter where the Banshee's cry first echoed. I mean, every single Mario haunted house just feels playful, except this one. It doesn't look built for fun. It looks destroyed and like it was abandoned in the middle of something pretty terrible. On top of all of that, there's no skybox, no horizon, just nothing. It's like you're racing in a place that you really aren't supposed to know exists. Every culture has a story about voices that echo through the veil, cries that guide the lost souls. Maybe in its own way, Banshee Boardwalk is Nintendo's echo of that legend. A ghost story wrapped up in pixels, hidden beneath a racing game's chaos. The Banshee doesn't belong in Mario's world, but maybe that's the point. Maybe she's a whisper for something older, or seen for a very, very long time. So, next time you race through Banshee Boardwalk, slow down and listen carefully. Because between the sounds of wheels and the flapping of just all the swoops, you might hear something else. Maybe some sort of cry, a warning, or even an omen. Is Banshee Boardwalk just Nintendo's experimenting with a creepy track? Or maybe it's the Mushroom Kingdom's Mario Kart cursed gateway to the other worlds? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And if you want more Mario Kart lore, make sure you subscribe, because we've only just started racing into the unknown here. There's a whole lot of other Mario Kart mysteries that really need exploring in detail. So it'd be much appreciated if you can subscribe and also like the video. And in doing so, you might even be safe the next time you race on Banshee Boardwalk. Until next time though, make sure to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next video. See ya.